In this video, we'll demonstrate how to update, total, and gain authorization of not to exceeds in the ESO application. Once you've logged into ESO, you'll see a list of work orders on the screen of your handheld device. Click to open a work order. On the work order detail in the middle of the screen, you'll see REM NTE in red letters. This stands for Remaining NTE, or Not to Exceed. That's the amount of NTE available for that specific work order. Each NTE service call will have this REM NTE bar in red on the work order detail screen. To update the estimate, you need to be on site. If you aren't on site, you're unable to update the NTE. When you're on site, you need to assess the problem first and enter your best estimated hours and material cost required to complete the job. Now, let's click on the REM NTE. You'll notice that hours are in red near the bottom of the screen. Hours are required, but materials are not required. You simply enter any materials that will be needed and estimate the hours needed to complete the work order. At the bottom of the screen, the system will total your new estimate based on your latest assessment. For this demo, we will say 20 hours is needed to complete the project at hand. The total comes up as $2,190, which is more than the current estimate of $1,200. At the bottom of the screen in red, it states that the NTE has been exceeded, and it shows what the new NTE needs to be. Now scroll to the top of the NTE estimate screen. There you'll see the contact you need to call in order to update the NTE estimate. In this case, it states, Call Source Dis, which is Source Dispatch. In some cases, it may give you a store contact and a number to call. If the NTE is exceeded, you need to have valid authorization before submitting your estimate and beginning work. Without it, we don't get paid for your work. So filling out the estimate properly and following the correct process is critical to customer satisfaction and your professional success. To summarize, when you've exceeded the estimated NTE, follow these steps. Review the amount needed. It's good practice to round up. For this demo, the authorization totals $2,190, so let's round up to $2,200. Step 2. Call your contact at the top of the screen. In this case, the dispatcher. Tell him or her that you need a new NTE for your work order. For this demo, it's $2,200. Whatever the authorized amount that's greater than the minimum will need to be entered in the new NTE field. Step 3. Approval status. Once you receive the OK for your new NTE, click Approved. Click Pending if it's after hours and/or the customer is unreachable for authorization. It's assumed approval will happen the next day. Declined means the customer's seen the new estimated NTE and decided not to do the work. At this point, you complete the call by having the customer sign off on the declined NTE estimate. Someone in the office will review the work order. Step 4. Enter the name of the person who authorized the approval. Record that individual's title as well. Step 5. All of the fields should now be blue. Click Done in the top right corner and you'll be taken to the work order detail screen. Notice the REM NTE in the middle of the screen has turned blue and is checked off, so you're now free to continue fulfilling your work order.